Hello, my babies. Hi, everyone. How we doing in this marvelous? Oh man, I don't even know. I'm sweating my tits out today. Hi, babies. Dante, congrats on first. This time you weren't. Who was scammed? Was it you or Conde? Conde? Con's probably not even here. Wait, I can't hear anything.
Sorry, I was muted.
That's okay. Hi.
It was me.
Yeah, okay. Sorry about that. Dante, congrats on first. Conde, congrats on second first. And Cubby, thank you for the third first. And thank you so much for the banner collectors, everyone. Dante already have 56. That's insane. Girl, it's been a long day. I imagine, darling. Is it cold for you? We're sweating our tits off in the UK. I got Raphael again, but on my other account. Girl, mama, there's a Raphael behind you. Hi Dante, is Maisie with you yet? How is everyone doing? I am corporate girly gone down. And if you are on the Discord, Mama Dolce is going through a burnout at the moment. Boom. That's all. So we're doing something that I like.
Not born yet. But once I am, I will make your life a living nightmare.
Opa, tem algo a dizer? Dude, why are you doing that? Thank you so much for the reason. You know, you don't have to do that, baby. Thank you so much. He will be a fucking living nightmare, let me tell you. But until then, can you please take me out of fucking low gold and silver? I beg you. Hi, Guppy. Hi, puppy. Mama, Raphael is chasing Mama. There's a Raphael behind you. No, she's not getting here until 7:30ish. Have you done what you had to do? Goddamn Condescend. He's the best. Him and Tina are the best. Thank you so much for the resub, darling. And with that in mind, not only are you going to the resub, you're also going to take me out of this fucking. You're going to take me out of this misery, man. He will, guys. Trust.
One or the other, gonna have both.
How does that work? How is everyone's week, by the way? What have you guys been up to? I hope if it's sunny where you are, I hope you've been enjoying the sun with sunscreen on. Otherwise, I'm going to be. I just don't feel like I'm zoomed in enough. Hold up. I know that's not what I want to do. There you go. I just need you chat to be like up close and personal. Do you know what I'm saying? I've been thinking of moving my camera to like here. It's complicated because I have a plug underneath my desk at like here. You see here. So my camera is like here and like the plug is right here. It's just really weird. So like but I need you guys up and close with me. To me. Yeah, the best and cons are not cuties, indeed. We need to get Tin to hide. We tried to convince Tin the other day to play Love in Deep Space, but he wasn't budging, y'all. He wasn't budging. My week has been so long. What have you been up to, darling? Is it like work related? Is it work related? I hope it's not been as bad as mine. That's what's up. We don't make our moves. We don't make our moves. I'm terrible at DPS, guys. That's not what I meant to do. Whee! Oh, we don't talk about that. Right, I'm changing. Oh, Guppy, how was your interview? How did it go? The week has been kind of hectic. Oh, it's slowing down. That's good, though. How did your interview go, if I may ask? He says if we reach a goal for Tin, he will play. When did he say that? Is this true? Con, is this true? I mean, I don't doubt you, Katie, but you know, it's like so important to me that he plays Love in Deep Space that I'm just like.
Close your eyes.
Dude. What the fuck? That is really rude. You convinced him and he doesn't listen to be honest, this is biblical. The like my own son does not listening to his mother. This is biblical. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm glad you did though. On stream earlier. Oh my god, and I missed it. What the fuck is a widow?
You need this.
Come here, little bitch. Oh, guys, I'm not good at aiming. Ow! Fucking widows. He said he will not only do it, he will only do it if he reaches a certain goal. Fuck me. That's fair enough. No, that's fair enough. He knows. Too bad for him. I'm fucking broke this month. I can't help on that. So I was going today and was running late. When I called, turns out she was off today. The AI is the one that sets the interview. So they took my info and I'll be contacted tomorrow to reschedule. That's like God bless. You know, I don't believe in God, but that is like God bless. You know what I'm saying? I really hope they contact you, darling. That is God bless. Please, please, please. My vote. My vote. No, 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 no. Oh, shit!
Did you vote for Oasis?
Yeah. Other than that, Cuppy, how have you been? Your dog is so cute. Your baby is so cute.
Select your hero.
Is Anna good here? With Hog, yeah, might as well. We'll get him to play it soon. Don't worry. We must just keep reminding him. I hope like he accepts my help to help him. Because Love in Deep Space for like newbies and specifically to like Gasha is not, for example, I thought I was going to be fine with just maining Silas and Raphael at the same time. You need to pick one, especially if you're doing free to play. You really need to pick one.
I'll find my own path.
You can't just like go for multiple. Not that I think you'll have that problem, because I think you'll play for a bit and then just like see how it is for stream, and then you're going home next week. Where you? Aren't you home? I mean, don't dox yourself.
The breeze brings relief.
Dude, I was...
The objective is
You wanna play? Let's play, you fucking bitch. This Mario wants to play, let's play. We'll play, that's okay, we'll play. I was going to warm up with a different... Who the fuck is here? You wanna play? You wanna play? You wanna play? You wanna play? Let's fucking play then. Chat, I'm just warming. Hi! Hi, my love, my mod, my baby. How are you? Ouch. Can you heal me? You wanna play? You wanna play? You wanna play? There's someone behind me. I'm gonna die. How are you, Zoe? Zoe, I heard you got something in the mail. Can you tell us and can you tell me in chat what it was? Your house sitting. Oh yeah, you are. Sorry, I have terrible memory, Katie. I'm so sorry, but now I remember you are. How has it been? It's more and more violence, chat. I'm boiling. Sarah, I'm sorry my tits out, but Aaron is honestly a full-on babe. He'll build me by... He already did it? In this heat? That's... You know he's a keeper, but mad respect for him. God knows I wouldn't do it. I'm not, again, I'm not religious, but God knows I wouldn't do it. I'm gonna... No, you're not. No, you quero con nada. Stole my kill! No! I didn't mean to do that. I did not mean to do that. Sorry. You wanna play? You wanna play? Do you think they're scared now? I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die. Oh, I'm gonna die. He surprised you with... Oh my god! Oh, that is so sweet! We all deserve an arrow in our lives, but you, out of everyone, definitely deserve an arrow in your life, darling. That is so sweet. Ouch. I can't touch. I can't touch. That's okay. Which books did he get you? They're being shipped? Nah, he's joking. 300. He's laughing because he... Hold up. Well up. Hold up. Let me... I'm being told that you are laughing at the fact that I'm excited for the chance of you playing lads. 300. You're taking the piss. Surely. Mods, can I get a shout out for Tin again, please? He said he researched... Wow, he's literally taking the piss right now. Wow, he's literally taking the piss right now. That's insane. I'm gonna fucking die already? You just left me. You just left me. You just left me like that. You just left me like that. Oh my god, Hog. Hog. I can't heal you and do DPS more shit if you're going to be like this. Tinit can be cruel to his own mother as well. Can you believe this? Frankie, I could cry. That's okay, baby. If you want to cry, that's okay. It just means that you're feeling a lot. And, you know, it's really sweet. All this whole man did was break one of my... And he's... Wait. He broke your penguins? Oh, I'm dying. Yeah, a little bit. But to be honest, I'm doing more DPS shit, so like... It's not his fault, really. If we can reach 300, we have to get in play. Girl, you and his shadow on your own. I can't... I'm excited, but I can't help. I can't help, girl. It's rough out here right now. I wish I could, because they give me so much. But I'm on a tight budget right now. Ow. Oh my god, I have everyone up on my ass. My name is Bella Hadid. Dude, I'm exhausting like literally. Oh my god, no! No, 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 not on me, not on me, not on me, not on me! Not on me, not on me, not on me, not on me, not on me. I'm just Babby. Guys, this is a sweaty ass game. Britney, I was feeling very Britney Spearsy, and I don't know why. Did you just kill yourself?
I don't want to give them all charge.
That is fine. I don't know. Take me out of this warm-up game. Warm-up, I was playing earlier. Aww. My baby. I'm so happy for you, Zoe. You deserve the world. Truly. GG's. Wait, we need to get him. Thank you for the banana collector. We need to get Tin to cover Britney Spears. We really do. Hi, Recti. Welcome in, darling. How are you doing? So nice to see you here. Did I miss something? Wait, he broke your penguin. What did you mean? All this whole man did was break one of my penguins, and he's brought me books and a bookshelf. Man literally broke something like this and then just repaid you tenfold. That's really sweet. Not the YouTube ads on the background. Which penguin did he break? Oh no, Zoe! That is so sad. Can you glue it back together, or did the head of the penguin like smash completely? Oh my god, Recti, 7 banana collectors. That's my lucky number. I love 7. I'm going to put your note, by the way. Oh, no, that is so sweet. That is so sweet, darling. I hope you enjoyed the books, especially Love Hypothesis, because that's my favorite one. But I do think you will enjoy Funny You Should Ask. Let me show you the comedy sketch. I sent Dreamers of it. The comedy sketch? Oh, the penguin thing. He was howling. Okay, I can't wait. Let me know when you send it so I can open Discord. Oh, I'm sweating my tits off. Also, I have new shirts. So, I got a shirt. So, you guys know that I'm obsessed with Nana. Let me show you. I'm obsessed with Nana the anime because Chia told me to watch it because it's a sapphic anime. And, hi, gay. Nice, right, gay. Anyways. So I started watching Nana and I got obsessed. I still need to finish it because I'm terrible with watching stuff. So I ordered from Uniqlo. This is not Nana, but I'm explaining. So I got this Skull Panda shirt. It's really cute. Has something in the back as well. Look. Something in the back. Because I already have one Skull Panda shirt. But this one was on sale. And then I got Chia and I matching Nana shirts. Because there's a Uniqlo collection with the creator of Nana. And they made a shirt for Blackstones, which is Nana's band in the anime. And if you haven't watched Nana, 100% recommend. It will destroy your fucking life. Just like Yuri on Ice destroyed mine. And Nana is slowly destroying my life. But yeah. Mind you, both shirts are in XXL. Because I like them quite baggy. But this is so... The fit of this is so like... eh. But that's okay. I think I'm going to cut the sleeves and whatnot. And I was lucky because apparently the shirts are sold out now. Don't ask me. I don't know. Also, is the volume of everything okay? Conde, can you speak, by the way? Just... Tin is going to sing Britney Spears. Well, can someone clip so I can watch it? Please. Please. I've sent you my comedy sketch. Okay. Mommy, why aren't you looking at me? No, that is hilarious. That is so funny. Let me go on Tin stream. Oh, he's not singing it yet. Oh, I need to put his stream on. Are you playing Brig? I tried to play Brigitte after I called off in sick today, and I just couldn't.
I only
I
like
just-
playing Brig if there's a Ryan in our team as well. I don't know
Yeah.
if that's a good thing or not, but it's
I
quite
mean, with
hard
Hog,
to
I
cover.
wouldn't say. Just the thing, you have to play very close to the tank, otherwise I just find Brigitte very useless. But I am not Almost Poe. Almost Poe is so good as is the Brigade main. I'm just like, I don't know how she does it. She's really good. I will say I don't like a Brigitte Mercy combo, but that's just me. Did you just kill yourself?
Yeah,
Why?
because Hog was stupid, so I was stupid with it.
Mama, silver rank behind you. What are these games lately? Chad, yesterday I had like Conde and I had like the worst fucking games possible. Dude. Can we leave? This is not wicked. We can't fly like Elphaba.
Enhancing your strength. I'm here to support.
What happened?
My barrier is gone.
Enemy here. Don't mess with the best. I see one. Over here. Airborne elimination. Right by you.
Going to be lurky because I think my. Oh, what are you guys having on the pizza? He didn't sing it. Did he swap the games?
Fix you up.
If you need me to bomb, okie dokie, my love. Enjoy your pizza. Don't you worry, my love. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. And thank you for showing me the penguins. That was hilarious.
Intensify.
Ow, Mama, behind you.
Let me see what I can do.
The payload has reached the checkpoint.
Guys, look at my new skin. I'm the devil. Woo!
Heightening your capabilities.
What if I killed myself?
Checking in.
Oh! Well, rest in peace. Ouch. Ouch.
Enhancing your strength. Forecasted range. It's go time.
What is happening?
I'm on fire. Just what I was looking for. Points in.
Forget it. Push it forward.
I'm at the height of my performance. Heroes never die. For a price. Activating healing stream.
Personne n'échappe à mon regard.
Why can't I have like these moves in comp? I don't get it. Like in quick play, my Mercy movement is so good. Or I think it's good. And then in comp it's just absolute fucking shit.
I'm on my game now.
The payload has reached the checkpoint.
You can't tie me up. What? What did I miss? I just saw tie me up in hell. What's happened? What did I miss?
There's much
What are we talking about?
damage intensified. Return the favor. Put the payload together. Get them off me. Enemy over here. Checking in. This will just take a moment.
Das Universum singt vor mein.
Hunting them down. Let me see what I can do. Behind you. Area denied.
Why is this game so sweaty? Oh my god, Zoe. Damn. There's something. Mama, behind you. I can't heal everyone.
Heroes never die. For a price. I'm on enemy turret ahead. Watch yourselves. Here it comes. Got a target in mind. I'm on the payload. Need some assistance. Breaking them down. Help me.
Hog! Come here! Hog! Do you guys think if I scream at him, he will hear it?
Enemy turret ahead.
Oh my god, this hog is annoying me.
I am empowering you. Rally to me. Sagenhaft. I'm Dinah Zeiger.
GG's. That was a good game. Shit! Look at us!
Look how we're healing, man.
Insane. And you're not even a Brigitte main. That was insane, man. They better fucking endorse me. Wait, what did I miss? My boyfriend said I fit Victor, so I said then he will cosplay Yuri if I did Victor, and he said yes. I'm gonna be gay with my boyfriend. Ooh! Oh, and I ended up reading Abiel Manwa to him because he went. It's like, how did I go? You said you was the devil, so I'd fuck the devil if the devil was you. Oh, mama. To the 9 hells, here we go. To the 9 circles, here we go, darling. Do you like running around in circles with me? Would you like to run around in circles with me? We just end up in hell. He was like, I bet. That is just like cringe-inducing, but in a good way. If you trust a person, do you know what I'm saying? Like that one time I was reading fanfic on stream. Like that one time. Do you guys remember?
Vote for your map.
Someone's messaging me. Not right now, Charlie. Not right now. Esperança, caralho. After this one, do we comp?
Why not?
He enjoyed the... I'm really glad. BL manuals are really good. I need to get back into it. You recommended me a few, didn't you? I forgot the name of the one I wanted to read. Oh my god, imagine that had been Atlas. Insane. Oh my god, guys, it's so fucking hard. I can't deal with this today. Can I play Mercy today? Sign me up. Oh. Which circle would you be your favorite? He doesn't mind BL, but he doesn't want to see the sexy scenes. That is fair enough. I know a lot of people who read, like romancy, like fantasy, what is it called? Romancy, isn't it? Because it's fantasy and romance. They read a lot of romancy, but they don't, like, they just skip the smut parts. That is so fair enough.
No unnecessary risks.
Guys, look at my skin. She's so cute. She's so cute. Wow. Any circle that you want me to run, I'll do it. Have you ever read The 10th Circle by Jodi Picoult? Oh, this is... I want to recommend you this one. The 10th Circle by Jodi Picoult. She is the one that wrote that book about the sister who has cancer, or the mother, or the kid who has cancer and then her mother does. I don't remember. But The 10th Circle was a really good book in my opinion. It is very heavy though. Like extremely heavy. Oh my god, Jenny from Blackpink? Jenny is from Blackpink, right guys? Thank you for the alert, Katie. My sister's keeper, that one. Oh shit, that hurt. Yeah, definitely recommend that one. The 10th Circle by Jodi Picoult.
My skills are still needed.
It is so heavy though, chat, so beware. Yes, Jenny from Blackpink, guys. I revived Jenny from Blackpink.
Greetings.
Let's get this on the road.
I have 500 healing. That is insane. Are you enjoying Brigitte?
I am.
Enemy over here.
Nice.
Checking in. Sniper. Be
I hate you're being better healer than me at the moment. Jenny, wake up.
It's not done. A second chance.
Shields buckling.
Jenny!
I am here to support. This will just take a while.
I will say, I don't like this map for Mercy. I don't think this is a great map for Mercy. Or maybe I'm just bad at it. Because clearly the other Mercy is doing very well. And I'm just not. Dude, I still have 900 healing.
I must return to my
Okay, my bad.
We must
That's
stop
right.
them.
They're pulling ahead.
I love it. It's fine. I'll just left click. Don't mind me. Why are we paired up here? Fine, I'll hold my hand when I say I'm playing like shit. It's like a home away from home and I just zone out of life. Oh, my baby. Oh. God, why am I playing like shit on this game when I did so well the previous game?
Heroes never die. For a price. I see an enemy. Nerf this. They're moving their barricade.
Your team has
They are
lost
catching up. Hamstering. We're falling behind. Helden sterben nicht.
What is happening?
Personne n'échappe à mon regard.
enemy forward spawn.
You call it?
Minor perk unlocked.
Why are we playing here? I don't get it. Can you peek me, please?
Amplifying your power.
So, if the D.Va is concentrated, we can just take care of the back line? I don't understand what this tank is trying to do.
We've got the rope. Making a
I will hold your hand, girly. For what, darling? What did I do?
right by
I have terrible memory. Have you noticed, chat?
We're outnumbered. Careful. We can't let them
Steve, welcome in. 94. That's rookie numbers for you. Jenny from Blackpink, stay alive, my girl. Stay alive. Just go sing Blackpink in your area. You did notice.
enemies there.
No shade.
Clear 'em out.
Fuck off, Mercy.
Get behind something. Here to help.
Meet your
I will hold my hands when I say I'm playing like shit. Jenny, Blackpink in your area. Don't forget. Ay, ay, ay. You said you will hold your own hand. Aww. When did I say that? When did I say that? Well, great. Thanks, Tank. Aww.
2 minutes remaining.
If anything, chat, we need to manifest that the comp games from today do not go as badly as the ones I had yesterday go. Created by Jenny. Why would you do that now? Ow. You good?
Enemies over there. Barrier won't hold much longer. Sending care.
I'm on the shield.
Come back, come back, come back, come back, come back.
I see one.
Pushing the barricade. Forward spawn activated.
Oh my god.
I've got you in my sights.
The barricade is advancing. You must move with it.
30 seconds remaining.
Stay on the payload, stay on the payload.
We have almost got up.
Shit. I fear. Ah! Woo! Woo! Woo!
Barricade is moving. Keep its path clear.
How did I stay alive on that one? Jesus, was this a sweaty ass game? How did we win that? I am endorsing Blackpink in your area. My phone is on. Girl, go charge your phone, darling. The song makes me so sad. Which one? Oh, every time. I can skip it if you want. It is quite depressing. I'm gonna skip, actually. I don't want you guys listening to, like, depressing ass songs. Comp?
Let's go.
Okay, let's go. Oh my god, it's so fucking hot.
It is.
I don't deserve this. I really do not deserve this. It's actually insane. Blackpink in your area? It's freezing. I can imagine. Although time zones and hemispheres do not work in my brain. Girl, once it's winter, you're gonna complain too. I always I am a professional complainer, have you noticed? Like, I am a professional at complaining. Oh my god, there's a hair in my fucking glasses. I think if I could get paid to complain, yeah, I would do that. I think I would do that. I would love to complain. More than I already do. But it's just a thing. Like, why the fuck do we have to feel such extremes? You know what I'm saying? It's in the UK especially. It's so weird in the summer. I expect winter to be really cold, but I wouldn't expect summer to be this aggravating. Like, it's so bad. Like, summer in Portugal, I'm breezy. Do you know what I'm saying? Although I do think it's way too hot, but I'm breezy these days. Summer is fucked up here though.
Portugal is much different from here in the UK.
So it's so much drier as well. Even if you're in the literal. It's so
In
much
Portugal,
drier.
I can easily go 40 degrees.
In my world,
In the
there
UK,
are no
this is
Yeah.
the vibe of where it's already too.
complete peace.
Taken the lead.
Motherfucker.
Let me try that again.
I can't handle summer. To be honest, me neither.
No. Gotta go. System
Who stole my kill?
Lost.
todo listo por aquí. Catch you later.
Oh. Ruins my skin. I get burnt easily. I'm so sorry, darling. But I can feel you on that. This is comp, right? Did I queue was for comp?
Yes, you did.
Shit, I didn't get to vote. Because I just kept unclicking. My bad. Okay, it was Eichenwald either way. My worst nightmare for summer that always happens. I get, is it chafed or chaffed? Colin, you're the British one. Help me out.
I have no clue.
Choose hero bands.
Genji. Freya. Sojourn, never mind. Chaff. Well, I say chaff. Shaved? I don't know. I don't know either. But I get like chafed around on my legs and like on my thighs a lot. It's awful because I have really thick thighs. What?
You say
Traveling to Eichenwald.
we're doing it again.
Mercy. Why is everyone banning Mercy on low elo? I know exactly. It's horrible. Even when I have a really good cream, but I swear, guys, I just want to wear really pretty dresses, and I can't. Okay, without sexualizing or anything like that, just straight up. Like I have such a big chest, such a large chest. It is so annoying that none of the dresses that I want to wear are fitting on my form, and then I have really large shoulders and really large arms, and to be honest, it's just my body dysmorphia. If this triggers you, feel free to click out. It's just my body dysmorphia talking about. Nothing fits me, and then I can't wear dresses without shorts underneath or like those specific. Are you fucking kidding me? Non-wide match, by the way. Insane. We don't talk about the there's also more on the other team.
Let's kick this off.
What was I going to say? But I can't wear half of the things. So when the summer is so, I can't heal you, darling. I can't. You have to hide. You're getting more damage than I can heal you. Great.
Misery made manifest.
Behind you.
My condition is improved. Show them no mercy. Preparing your cellular makeup.
That Mercy ban was extremely unfortunate.
Be nourished.
sorry, Chad, this is a complaint. But yeah, it's just really annoying. And I want to wear dresses and I can't. And I don't know if anyone else, anyone feels like this. It's just, ugh.
Let the kitsune
Then I feel like, this is why I love my, my winter autumn wardrobe, because I feel so much more comfortable with the clothes that I wear. I hate shaving because I shave. Yeah, I want to get the hair removal cream, and no, I will never wax. That is fair enough. That is so fair. I've had laser hair removal on my face, and it changed my life because I have hirsutism, which is just like excessive body hair, and it does come back. Actually, I need to book another appointment. But generally, changed my life, and then I've never done well with the cream. It makes me break out a lot, especially because they put on a lot of perfume. And I can do a bit of perfume in creams, but not a lot. And they put a lot in those. And I was just never able to get on it. But that's fair enough, darling. You know what's best for you. Where is the healing? Alright. Come on, you don't need healing. I'm gonna die. Okay, we need to take care of the higher ground. And our Farah should be doing that. I never used to wear dresses unless I had to.
Straight away for a fucking soldier.
I feel you on that one, darling. What did you say, Conde?
The fire was critical and it was for the soldier. Soldier's not high ground anymore.
Another turn of fate's wheel.
If I eat too much sugar, my face will break out the next day. You know, I get very puffy if I eat a lot of salty foods. And like sometimes on my VODs, I'll go look back and it's just like, on some days for me it's okay, and others it just isn't. And I know this doesn't feel like a very progressive conversation to like have, because ultimately it's good when you can love yourself no matter what. But you know, I'm way too old to go sometimes to go with the bullshit of love yourself. I try, okay? And then we can also, I think we can talk about both things, you know what I'm saying? I don't even know what I'm saying at this point.
Let the kitsune guide you.
What I'm trying to say is, we are all doing our best at the end of the day. With the means and knowledge that we have. Thank you, Tank. Thank you very much for leaving me alone. Okay, I am hiding. I don't know why I said greetings like that.
There's nothing sadder than installed payload.
Incoming.
That soldier is too good, man. Exactly, Kate. At the end of the day, we're all doing our best. Sometimes just like, some days are just harder to go through it. Thank you.
Why are we going in by ourselves? Olhem para esta merda, caralho.
I know. I don't like playing with teams on low elo. I really don't.
Let's get it, Phil. Form up. I must recharge. Hold on.
Life protects life.
Surrender your soul. Got you in my sights.
Well,
鍵爪を解き放て
this is such a bad match. I'm dead. This Doom is so unorganized. I'll go back to silver. I will happily go back to silver. That is true, Katie. That is so true. We are gorgeous queens. We are. We are. And baddies struggle sometimes.
Switching sides.
Baddies struggle sometimes, and that is a-okay. Dude, what the fuck is this? I'm going back to silver, and you know what? Fine. I'll go back to silver. I don't care at the end
I'm
of the
going back
day.
to gold.
But at least you've touched plat. How does that feel like?
Horrible. Because the moment I touch it, I leave.
That's because you're playing with me. You should play on your own.
No, trust me. I tried. That's why I'm in the motion protection, is because I tried to solo queue.
Oh, so it's not a me problem. It's your fault.
Submission is the key.
You know I'm joking, right? Come on, give me a kiss.
We'll
Not even a
begin by
mwah.
testing your tolerance
No,
of
not even a. Oh, that's really sad.
everything.
Girl, you are a good player.
Friend.
You're better off.
Do you know what? I think I'm quite a decent player. Obviously, I have my games. Straight up talk, I think I'm a really good, decent support player. What I don't understand is why... For example, on DPS and tank, on DPS I'm silver 4 or silver something.
Defend objective A.
In what world, like knowing the skills that I have as a support, in what world am I a silver low gold player in support and also a silver player in DPS? I'm not good at DPS. I don't get it. I really don't. It just doesn't... I don't understand how my MMR is so close across the categories. It's really confusing for me. Aw, a Mercy would have made such a good difference here. I'm gonna die.
Well, good enough.
Do you also play Overwatch, Katie? That I didn't know. They're as in 5 minutes already. That's insane.
Progress is seldom won with ease. The enemy advances.
Dude, I'll go back to silver. Fine. I guess I guess this is not the season I'm touching plat. That's fair enough. That's fine.
Reasonable explanation.
Pisses me off.
Get
Fine.
that.
A taste of poison.
My god. See, this is a tank that takes care of the backline. Now, this is a tank that takes care of the backline. That's what it's supposed to do!
Chaos returns.
I tried a while back, but I hate it. Do you know what? Fair enough. I started playing in Overwatch 1. Katie, I hated it so much. I can't begin to describe how much I hated it. I'm gonna get killed because I have people on my back. Great.
Expect the unexpected. Let shadow consume you.
I hated Overwatch 1 when I tried it. Hated. And then, I'm not going to lie, it took me 150 hours of unranked. No, 100 hours to, like, start comp. Why did I do that? Oh, that was spicy. We need to touch, we need to touch, we need to touch. No, 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 no.
Defeat. Play of the game.
That Moira was really good. It's so much easier when your teammates are so good. It's so much easier to like frag as Moira. So much easier. Oh. Mama, silver rank behind you. It was when I was living with my ex. It's just not for you. That's fine. Have you ever tried Valorant? No, that's a game you don't want to touch. Kondo.
The gold icon is so ugly.
Do you want the silver icon? You seen this shit? Mama, silver rank behind you. Girl, there's a post on Instagram with MC saying, why can't you... Why can you of my husband... Why can you, my husbands, get along? And in the back is Silas, Xavier, Caleb, and Raphael, but Raphael isn't a canon. What does... I'm confused. What's that mean? To be honest, I genuinely think only Silas and Raphael would get along. Out of the 5, only those 2 would get along. Because Silas is a bit fruity. Silas is very fruity, not bit. Silas is extremely fruity in my opinion. And Raphael is such a drama queen, and Silas would just like instigate that, and he would like feed onto that. But in a good way. Not. Huh, why are we banning? Why are we trying? Fine, okay, cool. You want to play this game? I'll play this game. Hi. Hi. Welcome in. Not as banning Sombra in her face. Revenge, revenge. Hey everyone, thank you so much for joining. Let me go say hi. We're just about to enter a comp game. Tin, how was stream? Shout out. Wow. The cutoff from Tin. Hi, welcome in Shotty. Oh, I like that username. Welcome in Alpha. And oh hi, thank you so much for the read. You're so sweet. How was stream, my love? It's not like I was there. Goobers, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in, my loves. Welcome into some Overwatch comp. I just got back to silver. Got hit with ads. I'm sorry. Oh yeah, because the ad just started.
Sounds like you were bronze and climbed up to silver.
No, I got back to silver. Oh, I got down to silver. Getting bombarded with ads. Guys, I am so sorry. I think it was just it was so timely. I'm really sorry. Yeah, that was very unfortunate. Tintin, thank you so much for the raid, my love. How are you feeling? How was singing? Oh. Oh, in silver I will stay. How much you want to bet that? How is everyone feeling? Hi, my name is Dolce, just in case you don't know me. I do happen to be a mod in Tin's stream. He is my son. I'm his mother, so I've heard. Currently playing with Kondu. We are an 18+ community here. So if you fancy that, you're more than welcome to join. And Technically, I'm a variety streamer who's trying to niche down to Overwatch. Oh, shit. Technically, I'm a variety streamer who's trying to niche down. Give me the money. Give me the money. No, you. I should actually do the introductions after ads are done, so I'll just wait. Are you kidding me? I wish. Who's Kratina? Love that name.
Oh, Junkrat.
Ads are done. Welcome in, Alpha. How are you doing? Thank you so much for staying. I really appreciate that. Did you enjoy? I'm sure you enjoyed Tin's stream. Oh, shit. We're currently doing so comp, and I went back to back down to silver. Lucky, we've played with Lucky Pants before. I swear there are not many Lucky Pants. I'm gonna die. Dude, what the fuck is this? Two ads, goddamn, that is bad. I'm sorry. You really got all of them. That is insane. I think I'll stay in silver, by the looks of it. How'd you feel about that? If I look in chat, I'm really sorry. It's just comp in it. Oh my god. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome back from ads, everyone. Hi. Let me do some presentations. While this Mercy tries to kill my ass. And the tank, I'm gonna die. Welcome in. Hi, thank you so much for the follows, my babies. My name is Dolce or Frankie, whichever you want to call me, or even Milkies. We are an 18+ community here. I would like to call myself a variety streamer. Are there any mods in chat who can shout out Mochi, please? Guys, go follow Mochi and Teen. They're all so lovely. I would like to call myself a variety streamer who's currently trying to niche down to Overwatch. And it's not working because I keep... Oh my god. Oh, that's okay, that's okay. We have unlucky games, but that's okay. I think the vibes here are immaculate. That worked! I think it's because you're VIP. I think I've allowed it as a VIP. I think I'm pretty sure I allowed it for VIP. I'm not doing... Okay, I need to lock in chat. So, okay, I forgot to say, hot girlies, raid and run. So if you need to get some refreshments, especially if you're in Europe, it's very hot. We're going through a heat wave right now. I keep forgetting how good Lucky Pants is, because I remember his username. Lucky Pants is really good. Because we've played with him several times. Or her, or them. Hi! I just missed first. You just missed first. Is there a raid video? Would you like me to play a raid video? Would you like that? I didn't do it because I was like mid-game. But I can very much do that. Hold up. Hey, if you're around, feel free to watch my trailer. What did you do? Tell Mummy Milkies, what did you do? I'm not going to burn it. It cost me like 5 quid on AliExpress. Why would I burn it? I'm a hetero. Speaking of which, I listen to Chappell Roan in a gay way, the gayest of gays that you will never... Look! Period. I love her so much, I don't even own a record player. Okay, guys, there's MILFs. Hear me out. There's MILFs, there's DILFs. If I'm missing anything, whatever. But there's a brand new cowboy in town, and that is PILFs. And what does PILF stand for? Pebble, I like to fuck. Smash! Smash!
Am I even surprised at this point?
I demand respect. You respect me. Am I not respectful material? Fuck. My game is... Oh my god, I keep forgetting, like... Oh, hi, welcome in. I hope you enjoyed that. Tintin, are you hydrating? Chad, this is my mother. No, you're my son. Oh my god, you're so close to 1,000. Can I just say how proud I am of you? Also, you're getting so good. No, you're already good, but you're getting even so much better. Thank you so much for the follow. Really appreciate it, darling. You're getting so much better at production. I love that. However, Tin, I was telling Konde, you can hit that high note. I trust you can. I trust you can. I trust you can hit that high note, darling. No, you don't. I know. Can you destroy that? Can you destroy that?
What am I destroying? I died, I don't know.
Widow, leave me alone. That is so right. Honestly, she's so annoying. And don't forget, hot girlies raid and run if they need to, especially if they need to, or if they feel like it. Oh, I can't keep the tank alive. I can't keep the tank alive. Oh, I could keep the tank alive. Slay. It's like he locked in.
60 seconds remaining.
I think our DPS is having a really bad time against the Widow.
One more behind.
Are you okay? Are you okay, Ashi? Queenie! Hello. It's really early for you.
More on me. Thank you. Oh my god.
What are you doing? Go get some water, darling. Oh, not a fucking Farah. Thank you for the lurk, Tintin. I love you. I'm gonna get some more. Yeah, you should. You should, baby. You shocked yourself when doing the piano karaoke. Did you clip it?
Coalescence is charging. Recover your strength. Over there.
Can we group up? I mean, yeah, but the thing is, the Junkrat is putting himself in really weird positions as well. I'm dead. Oh!
I'm trying. He's dead. Nice. Oh, crazy.
I saw my opportunity and I went for it. It's early for you? I mean, yeah, because it was 11 p.m. when you left call with me at like noon. And now it's only 7 p.m. for me. Dude, it's 4 a.m. for you. I knew you had to get up early, but like, what? 8 p.m. for you. Have you had dinner? Do we win this? I'm not getting out of silver in this game. You're lucky you had Junkrat. What are they talking about? Yeah, our Junkrat was having a very a very hard time with our Widow.
I'm honored.
I had hamburger, steak, and rice. That sounds. I'm vegetarian, but that sounds delicious. I'll go back to sleep. Would you like me to sing us about like no silent night? That's not original key. Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, round yon virgin mother. Hi.
Feel them. I'm not swearing. I am not swearing.
What's the rank of the widow?
Resurrection.
I am on fire. We must capture this territory.
I'm gonna kill this bitch. I'm gonna kill this bitch. Where is she?
One of our enemies is being revived. We will take this area together.
I will! I don't care that it's comp! I will fucking kill you! I will fucking kill you! I do not care! I don't care!
There's a test subject. Effective. Darkness.
Fuck you! And fuck you! And fuck you! Wow!
She got trapped on a Junkrat trap at the exit when she tried to fly away.
I was sweating my ass off. My hands are sweating, man. That was so funny. How are you? Ari is reading it. What is she reading? While dinner is warming up, are you cooking dinner? How my baby? How are my? I made mussels yesterday. Ooh, very fancy. Very fancy. Is it hot in where you guys are?
Be nourished. Take caution.
Can we group up?
An eldritch blessing.
Help. Can I get some help, please? Can I get some help, please?
I do need some help with the fucking ram.
Well, I can't. I've got to find my ass. This game is so stressful. Not yet 30 on Sunday, though. That is a lot. Make sure you guys are getting hydrated. I can make you a burger, but with mushrooms. Oh, I would love that. I would love that. Oh my god. I don't like this restaurant anymore because they're stinky with their owners. But oh my god. Cheese sandwich, Five Guys, like from no, fucking bitch.
Justice reigns from above.
Puta.
But Five Guys cheese sandwiches with mushrooms are really good. I can make a burger with oh, mushroom sauce and oh my god. Oh, well done, guys. 4 minutes, Sly. How's you, Dolce? I think I'm feeling a little bit better now, but I know that is because I didn't, like... How do I say this without potentially getting in trouble at work? I know I'm feeling a little bit better now because my boss was kind enough to support me to log off for the day because I'm extremely burned out. So I've been with friends because of the fucking... I didn't have my shift. I will be your chef. If I ever get famous, I will hire you. If I ever become famous, I will hire you as my chef. Because I hate cooking. Lord, do I hate cooking. Come on, we win this. We have to win this. Chad, we lock in and we win this. Because what the fuck? I'm not losing this game. I am not losing this game. Lucky Pants, I know you're a really good tank, but no. We need to get rid of the turrets. 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 Dude, what the fuck are these turrets, man? Imparambasta Victor had my ass, man. My ass. My ass. My ass. Leave me alone. I loved our little karaoke time in VC. Okay, so Queen and I, by we, she was playing songs, and I was impersonating a chipmunk. And then she made me sing Love on Top by Beyonce, and Lord, is it hard. It does not rain.
Fuck yeah, man.
GG's.
Play of the game.
Deserved, to be honest. Aw, Junkrat was having a bad time. You want to sing Love on Top? No! I think I chipmunk impersonation too hard. That Queen took advantage of that. But basically the song was just going, so you know Love on Top by Beyonce just goes up. The song is really hard as it is, but then, so when you're doing a chipmunk impersonation, you have to like close the roof of your, it's the roof of, it's called the roof of your mouth, right? Cunt.
I think so.
Yeah,
That's what I
you
call
have to like close it. You have to like close it. You have to like do this, you know, and then like lift up your tongue because you need to create less space in your mouth when you're singing as a chipmunk. So you have to do that. And then you have to pitch it. You have to pitch your voice up. So you have to like. But the pitch of the song, like it's so close, it's so hard to close your larynx, whatever it's called. You have to do that. So the song just keeps going. And then it goes. It's so hard. It's so hard to do a chipmunk impersonation with Love on Top. Good song though. Thanks, Queen. I appreciate your
That
trust in me.
Widow is a freaking support main.
Shut up.
656 hours on support.
She was really good. Like, our Junkrat was struggling. She was really good.
163 on DPS, but still. Hanzo and Widow are had most played DPS.
Wait, she was Sim at one point, wasn't she? Yeah, it was Lou.
She's a Lou.
Plat 4, that's insane. She was an insane Widow. She only has 5 hours on Widow. That's insane.
This season, yeah,
You finished the battle pass?
maybe.
Don't worry, I'm almost there.
Battles area now.
Look at mine, I'm almost there. Now I request we belong together, kids. We belong together. My microphone can't, like, I can't do high notes. Thank you for the hydrate. I need it.
We're not queuing.
I know.
She knows. I know, you know.
Does he know you can move it like that? Whoa. Does he know? You nearly ruined We Belong Together for me, by the way, Queen. Yeah, you did almost do that. Oh my god, I'm sweating my tits off, Chad. I am sweating my tits off. It's so insane. At least our Junkrat and the Widow were like sportsy about it. You know what I'm saying? But Lord, can you believe that this is not a wide match anymore? Oh, on damage it is. Never mind. Chat, the hydrate goes for everyone, by the way. It sounded the same, though. You better be joking. We belong together. My microphone can't pick it up. It's so insane. Yeah, it's a bit annoying for... I don't want to seem ungrateful because I'm really grateful for the objects that I have that allow me to, like, do the quality of stream that I have for, like, a small channel. But when you spend so much money on a microphone, what do you expect? For the microphone to be really fucking decent, right? And I'm sorry, I just would not recommend a HyperX microphone for anyone. I just wouldn't. Ooh, what were the ingredients, Katie? Good quality. I know, right? Insane. It's because I have a really deep voice. So I go from like this, although deep voice in the sense of can be quite low, but like what the fuck is calling me? What was I saying? Like I can go from like really low to like in a matter of a second. You guys are regulars here, you know that. Deep voices are hot. No, I've told you Katie Katie too. Queen has a really sweet voice. We want good quality. Well, I hope you enjoy it. Cause it was expensive. But yeah, I think I'm going to buy I think I'm going to buy a condenser Rode microphone in secondhand. I'm not paying original. I'm not paying OG price. What about you? Yeah, you too, darling. I said your name and then I realized, it's not Katie I was talking about, but you also have a very sweet voice. I'm so confused. What did I do? Oh, so I was about to say Queen has a really sweet voice, but I said your name instead. I was just like, no, wait, Katie also has a really sweet voice. She's talking shit about us. Queen! No! Bad Queen, go back to sleep. Ay, ay, ay. No. Bad Queen. Bad.
In my world, there are no secrets.
Here we go again. Take me out of this. I'm traumatized from Coliseo. Give me Blizzard. I'm traumatized of Coliseo after yesterday. You're the most adorable. No, you, Katie.
But our amazing support clip was there.
It was it a quick? No, it was a comp. No, but after yesterday, okay, Chow, we had the worst 2 games yesterday on this map here. Awful. Awful. Awful, awful. Extremely bad. I hated it. I'm traumatized after that. Like, extremely traumatized. I don't want to do it anytime soon. Just really don't wanna. It's been almost 2 months. Wow. It's been almost 2 months. And to think it all started with Love and Deep Space into stream. Oh, you're doing Life Weaver. Never mind. I hate when our tanks don't choose, man. It's always a tanks for some reason. Always. Follow age. Wow, 4 months? Only 4. It would track. Because it would have been when she started raiding me more like, she raided me for like 4 or 5 streams in a row. I love my Swiss women. My Swiss woman, actually. No. Yeah, I love my Swiss women because I have 2 Swiss wifeys. Does it look like it seems 6 months? No, it's right. It's the start of the year.
You look like a talented bunch.
That's when we became friends.
But how do I have a 6-month streak on subbing you? I've got a 7-month streak of subbing you, but I've only been followed for 6
Might have been a gift. Might have been a gifted. Because you could have like been raided. Because I know Tin raided me in like December or something like that. And you might have not followed me at the time.
Why would I do that?
I thought you hated me at the start. You are so nonchalant. Because you... Oh my god, I was having this screen with you and Queen. When you don't know someone, you are so... And this is not a criticism. It's just like... And like this is a me thing because I think everyone hates me. I just saw you guys hated me because you're so nonchalant in the way that you message. It's so funny now that I know you guys, and I mean this in the best of ways. Please don't think I'm like pointing fingers at anything. I'm not doing that. It's so funny. Oh come on, Tan, get out of there. So I thought you hated me, and Queen as well. I thought Queen couldn't handle my ass, literally, and now look at her. She's my wife. But this is more a projection of me, because I think everyone fucking hates me, do you know what I'm saying? We don't hate our queen. Why would you guys hate me? I am a non-problematic, non-polarizing figure online. That's an insane take to have. No, but this is more a projection of me. But yeah, I just saw you couldn't like, I don't know. And then you're just like, no, I barely know you. And I'm like, cool. That's how normal people behave, by the way. Yeah.
I'm with you.
By the way, people being like that, that's just how normal people behave. I am fighting for my life. Oh god, I hope everyone doesn't think that. No. Maybe I'm putting like monkeys in your head and I don't mean to. Because again, this is a me thing. It was. Please don't think that, Queen. I'm very sorry if I'm like... We have an expression in Portuguese saying like, put monkeys in your head. I'm so sorry. It's not a you thing, it's a me thing. 100%. You okay, Con?
Yep.
Be nourished.
Better up high, isn't it?
Well, I'm in a tough spot. Wow. No, not at all, Katie. Again, I think the way we met, it's like, and chat, don't take this the wrong way. For my own, like, boundaries, I wouldn't add, just like, I don't just add people on Discord, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit. But like, the circumstances that we met were very different. Well, I might as well just die here.
Receive my aid.
I am in a tough spot. Oh, I can't even get here. Kill me now, kill me now, kill me now, kill me now. I'm throwing. Kill me, kill me, kill me, kill me, kill me, kill me. Good. What was I going to say? It was very different. You just chill. Yeah, you're just being chill. You're such a chill person. I love that. But yeah, the circumstances in which we met were so different. I'm throwing the game. I'm not going to lie. The first thing you messaged me on Discord... It's because we were talking about it on VC, wasn't it? You were talking about how you... Yeah, I don't just add, like, people for my own boundaries and my own security. But again... Oh my god. We... met in such different... circumstances. And, like, we were just vibing in it. Sometimes you just have a good vibe from someone. Can you help me? Thank you. I don't know why I swapped to Mercy when they have a Genji and an Echo. We do.
schnell zurück.
That's my bad. I'm sorry. I was throwing. No. Someone of their team left the game?
0 to 3. Switching sides.
They will come back for sure.
Yeah. I will say, Queen, that profile picture was really fucking funny. Chat, I'm going to put K-pop Demon Hunters for you all. I am on a quest to fucking convince Dante and Maisie to watch K-pop Demon Hunters. I'm getting so annoying. Yeah, I agree, Katie. Either way, I'm just I'm naturally terrible with messages. I am so bad.
Don't worry. I'll be
So bad. It's actually like disgusting. Con and with Con it's just like because we play Overwatch nearly every fucking day. It's different because like we'll just message one emoji to each other. Like check our messages. It's like 1 or 2 phrases max. It's really funny. Vouch for me here. You're very quiet.
in flying armor.
That's
having some noodles.
Oh, which noodles?
Soba. Teriyaki chicken.
Very nice. Oh no, I think they left. We may have a shot at this.
5, 4.
You showed me your tattoo on your neck was the first message. Was it?
Attack commencing.
Oh, because I think Chia was like showing everyone's messages. Her tattoos. Farah, you have to take advantage of this.
Sustaining augmentation. Enemy here. Pflicht ist nicht getan. There's much for you to do. You called? Barrier down. I'm here to help. Over here. I am fully focused.
Did the Echo kill herself?
Sticky bombs damage her.
Yeah, that's so funny. Wow, I'm dead. I am so dead. I am dead.
Damage intensified.
Keep him up.
Over there. Point
Bro, I don't have enough healing packs for everyone.
Need some assistance?
Minor perk unlocked.
Watch out. I'm standing hard.
Escort the payload.
Over there. Supplying damage increase.
You can go stand payload.
Enemy over here.
Saying hi and telling you I was asking. Yeah, it was. I wish I could hear it, but I need to focus on the game. So please enjoy it for me. Please. Please enjoy it for me. Thank you, darling.
Oh. That's just
It's okay, I got you.
Checking in.
Keep it coming.
May.
Adaptive circuits engaged. Behind you. Farah.
Enemy over here.
Up and away.
Clearing the area.
Rocket barrage incoming.
Enemy over here.
Echo online.
Being attacked. Well, I'm on you.
Behind you. Whoa.
I'm actually on fire.
You watch it 10 times now. That's really good.
Are still needed.
I'm going to watch it tomorrow. And then I'm going to invite a friend over next week. And I'm going to watch it again. Can you peek me?
Heightening your capabilities. Heroes never die. For a price. Enemy over here. Enemy here.
The payload has reached the checkpoint.
Enhancing your strength. Enemy over here.
Chat, I really need to lock in.
Who joined again?
Fuck.
I see an enemy.
Girls on the hole.
Enemy. Enemy here. My duty is being done. Supplying damage increase. They have us outnumbered. I will not waste this opportunity. Healing stream connected. Behind you. Here to help.
The tank, my god, my god.
Reinhardt, where would you be without me?
Literally Reinhardt.
Powering you. Enemy here.
To be honest, they still did a really good job.
Over there. Thanks for the assist. There's one.
For the Crusaders!
Okay, the payload's moving. Over there. What can be done?
You! I could kiss you right now!
Feel stronger?
I'm not into that.
What?
Why?
Your offer will make people think I'm broke. Wouldn't want that, sweetie.
I'm also technically not into this because I'm gay, but you know, fuck it. Enjoy your call with your boyfriend, darling. Say hi for me. I know he doesn't know me, so that's weird. My realization that I ran out of Netflix. That's okay. I've got Netflix. "21 assists. That's insane. Hey, I was able to get to the level of the Mercy. Bye, my love. He knows about. Aww. I know about him.
I'll be right behind you.
I was snapping.
Here to help.
Did anyone read
Damage
submission brief?
intensified.
I was in a call with my wifey not long ago. How many wifeys do you have? Surely you're not talking about me.
Pace yourself.
Yeah, you were in a call with me with your wife not long ago because this was at noon. And right now it's 7 p.m. So that was not long ago.
Care of each other out there.
And what time is it for you? That's my question.
Hello.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
We better fucking win this game. I'm tired of this shit.
Maintain a damage boost. Aim at your shoulder.
I'm gone.
No, you're not. Maybe you are.
Puta meu.
Our tank is gone.
Will not let you fall.
I should have chosen our tank. I'm sorry.
Here to assist. Damage. Sie werden dich nicht kriegen. Amplifying your power.
We have no one. We need to get out of here.
Clear the point.
Stand behind me, friends.
Oh, you are there.
I'm antied.
I got you, Brigitte.
60 seconds.
Supplying damage increase.
Fuck me.
I'm on top of the world. That must sting.
I meant to say ages ago. Now you're just. Now. We don't lie.
You're taking the objective.
Objective lost.
Should I swap tomorrow? I have 66 in.
30 seconds.
Boosting your
remaining.
Swap tomorrow because of the Genji.
Steady your heart. We're almost through.
Hello, Chia. Hi, darling.
I'm here to
I don't know if there are any mods in chat, but go follow Chia. How are you doing? Thank you for the hydrate. I'll do it after this comp.
10 seconds.
Helden sterben nicht. I'm at the height of my performance.
I'm dead. Thank you for the shout out for Chia, darling. How are you doing? How's your nap? I think we win this.
I think we win as well.
Group up here.
I've got you in my sights.
I saw that your video was out, guys. Definitely go follow Chia, especially now.
Never die.
She posted a YouTube video, and I noticed right as I was starting stream, so I couldn't watch it. I'm trying, darling. I'm trying. Good job. Good job, team. But that is the first thing I'm doing when I get to bed. And I hope you're enjoying. How many more videos have you got? What? Dude.
Oh.
Is this a joke? Time to cry left the game. It is time to cry. Thank you so much for the gifted queen. Save your precious money, darling. The far left.
Don't worry, I'll be right behind you.
I'm swapping to Maria.
A fine day for charging and hitting things.
Submission is the key.
I think like
Reinhardt, do you think we
could
should get
oh my god, do you think I could be like
Do you intend to be struck in
Well, I hope.
what's it called? Stream sniped. And they're just like, because the other one left, so now they're just like changing in between them. Could I be stream sniped? That's insane. 3 Aussies, 1 ye. And then I don't know what I'll do. Vlog? Daily vlogs? You could do something about your experience about like, especially on TikTok, about like finding a job or something like that. Or especially when you find a job and you're like, here's what I'm going to wear for my job. Yes, Stan, go in. Go in.
Progress is seldom won with ease.
I am going to crash out. Cons, I'm going to crash out, mate. Oh.
I require assistance.
Enemy here.
Never back down, never what?
Receive my aid.
But Queen, I don't know if I've said it enough, but thank you so much for the gifted. What was this guy's surname? Something to cry. Maybe cooking stuff. Oh, yes, definitely. I'll make oh my god, I love bao buns. And I also saw our records to her in her. Oh my lord, do I love bao buns. Bao buns. Which filling would you use? But I'm not going to lie to you. I fear this is a GG because our teammates are stupid.
30 seconds remaining. Team kill.
You can, absolutely. Meat and pak choi, I think. Oh, I love pak choi. I was so lost trying to find a Genji. That's so funny.
From the darkness.
Can you believe there are Pharah left?
10 seconds
Time
remaining.
is of the essence. Make haste.
GG's.
I'm not letting go of the objective. Human conscience has spoiled.
Oh!
Get us out of here.
Please rep that Pharah. Right, we're going to take care of that right now. Where's Afara? Recent players. Time to cry. Who the fuck is this? They never played before.
The fuck?
Like comp. So were they joining just to throw?
Probably.
They have 54 hours in. Why am I in a rank like that? Oh my god. Avoid as teammate. And then... report.
Say stop.
Sorry?
Say stop.
Say stop?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're doing a Pokemon card. Stop. Dude. It's because I made you sing Love on Top in the shake, so this is my sorry. No, you don't have to. Did I mention that I love you guys? You don't have to. But you can mention that you love us. Because I love you more. As I'm sweating my tits off. Chad, have you got any plans for the weekend? I think I'm going to crash out on Overwatch. Oh, I'm getting my nails done tomorrow. Look at this. This looks disgusting. But they've lasted, to be honest. Oh, too late. Is it too late?
Is it too late now to say sorry?
Please don't sing Justin Bieber on my watch.
Wow.
In what world am I both silver? Am I silver in both damage and support? In what world, Blizzard, am I silver in support and DPS?
Tell him.
In what world? And the reason that I can't fucking play and maintain myself in like upper gold and plat lobbies is because you pair me with shitty ass players. Because your MMR is stupid. Not my MMR, your MMR ways are stupid. A silly world, in what world? Chad, you've seen me play as DPS before. In what fucking world am I both mediums, like silver 4 and silver, like in what world am I silver in both DPS and in support? In none. In no world. In no world. And this is not me being like, I want something. And this is not me being like, not wanting to fight for something that I want. No, I totally want plat. I want plat and I'm going to fight for it. But let's be fucking realistic. Why am I being paired with absolute brain dead people? Most of my games, I am not a silver support player. So yeah, Frankie, if you are not a silver support player, you should have no hard time in getting out of silver. Have you ever played a silver rank game? Have you ever played in a silver lobby? Or even worse, these companies, MMR ways are like system is so stupid. Why am I playing 3 games in a row in a rank rage that goes from silver 1 to plat 3 for 3 games in a row? Blizzard, what the fuck? No, why do I still play this game? Is this crashing out? This is more than crashing out. I don't understand. Mind you, I logged off work because I'm stressed. So what do? I go and think I'm going to enjoy myself playing some Overwatch. Well, at least I'm laughing, I'm not crying. And I was crying at work, so that's like a redeemable quality about Overwatch, I guess. In what world, Konde, help me out here. In what world am I silver in both DPS and support?
This world.
This world? No, I think you're wrong, my guy.
But you are.
But I'm not a silver player. So yeah, you should have no heart. I know you're gonna say, you've played in silver lobbies. This is insane. Guys, I'm giving you the content you want, I guess. I don't know at this point. This is insane. I'm sweating my tits off, man. Go follow me on TikTok and YouTube. Can you guess what I did today whilst Aaron built my bookcase? You were working, so I was gonna say you made yourself a alcoholic beverage, but that's not going to be it. You did your number painting thing. comment and subscribe. Definitely comment on my latest TikToks. I would really like the support. And if you are a Dragon Age or RPG girly and just... Oh my god, chat, I need to show you. I'm so... making YouTube moves. Let me show you. I've been busy. So... I use DaVinci now. I hope Tiny is proud. I need to go to the toilet in a second. We're not going... Feel free to take a break. I'm just going to show chat something, and then I'm going to take a break and run ads. I washed the 92 golf balls he ordered in... I mean, I feel like that is fair enough. I feel like that's something you could do for him. Do you know what I'm saying? The cat, yeah, it's because I wanted... So this is something I downloaded from YouTube, but basically I cut it and I turned it into blush for the green, and so then I could use it. I'll show you. I used a green screen for this video, and that was just the cover of the YouTube video. Where is it? Was this one, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. Oh shit, the media's offline. Anyways, the video is on YouTube. Just go watch it. It's just 1 hour long. Wait, hold up. Let me double check. YouTube. Let me show you what it was for. Actually, I'm not going to do that. Or I can do that. Yeah, I can do that. Hold up. Happen? What did you do? It was for this specific thing. Where was it? Can I find it? I don't know, but I used the blush on something. I can't remember what. I'm not ready. I don't know. I was blushing on something, and now I can't find it. Oh, shit. I moved everything so, like, the markers aren't even available. I need to delete this project. Hey, look at the video I edited, media offline. You so just watch it on YouTube. Marketing 101 on Frankie. Oops, just watch it on YouTube. But hey, guys, I was making YouTube moves, okay? I was making YouTube moves. So, the first episode for Dragon Age Inquisition, fully edited. You guys are going to hate. I still don't have one. I still don't have. Let's just pretend that I'm going to answer your thing, and then just pretend that this does work. That's the command. Let's just pretend that that works. You can have the command if you want. On Mix It Up. You guys are gonna hate me, but this is the first episode. It's no. This is the okay. So this is TikTok #1 for my first episode. I edited 3 TikToks out of my first episode. Yeah, 3 TikToks. You guys can't see the project anymore, but I did. Let me tease you guys. Let me tease you, y'all. It's in draft. It is there. It's just in draft. It's just slow. Got it. It's just very slow. It is in draft, so it's there. Do you know what I'm saying? It is there. I love you, Queenie. Good night to my baby. Good night to my baby. And then it is 1 hour and 40. How long is it? 1 hour and 42 minutes long. We don't talk about that. But I made it my mission that for the second episode, I wanted it to be like around 30 minutes. Between 30 and 40 minutes. No more than that. And did I deliver? To be honest, most of the episode is just me getting fucking lost in this region of the game. Like, I was so lost this episode. I think I'm going to have to add like an intro. Being like, hi, sorry, I was really lost in this episode. Please forgive me. This is just like a filler episode. But it is 37 minutes long as of now. Just still a lot, but it's a let's play, so it's the best I could do. And then 3rd episode is also recorded. However, I was going through it that day and I didn't record myself using. I didn't apply makeup that day, so it was just like, blah 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 blah. Can you please load, woman? Da Vinci is not a woman, so I don't know. I'm saying that. Woman, can you please? It's not going to. But yeah. Oh my god, this was 3 hours. Okay, this is a 4, but this is actually 3 hours and 16 minutes. That's insane. So yeah, that was that. I've been busy, and I'm really enjoying my time with Dragon Age, like, a lot. A lot. So go follow me on YouTube.
Still got a Reaper out to look out for.
The fuck is playing?
So
My TikTok is just playing. Hold up. How the fuck do I stop this? Why is my TikTok playing? My TikTok was just like playing so like randomly. It's insane. Just like so randomly. Okay, chat. I'm gonna take a break. Kondu, go take a break. For the love of God, go take a break, my guy. For the love of God, go take a break. Oh my god, you got Dragonite? Oh, I also have that card. Which pack is that from, Kondu?
Even grew.
Is it? I also have it.
Yeah.
Twinsies. Okay, chat. I'm gonna go take a break. Do you have another hour in you? Or do you have to go? Okay. We stream for another hour and then we read out. So I'm going to take a quick break. A valid cooldown amount must be specified. Ooh. Why did I work in Fossabot but not mix it up? Yeepee! Look at you go. A valid cooldown amount must be specified. That's... YouTube! Thank you, my love. I love you. The Dulcie for Shy only works for subs. Okay, I'm gonna take a break. I'm going to run ads. And enjoy the K-pop Demon Hunters, the rest of the soundtrack. I'll be right back. I'll be right back, chat. Enjoy. Mm-hmm. Oh, hello there, princess. I would like to take you out for dinner sometime. Roses. Steak. How would you feel about that? Thank you for the welcome back. How are you, Zoe? Best bot. Cerebot has been really good at it. Like, even the other day, it banned a bot that hadn't said anything. It was just, like, lurking in the back. And it was definitely a bot because it was, like, a brand new account. And it had, like, a weird name as well. Like, a really long, weird name. Just... I don't know. I know there are, like, some bots that just stay in the background and get, like, gather data for whatever is. Sari is the boss bot. And you're the best mod. You're not a bot. Oh, I am... Guys, it's so... Oh my god, it's so hard to stream when it's really out. Like, you guys don't understand how hard my job is as a streamer. To, like, stream when it's, like, really hard. Like, imagine, like, I know 9 to 5s are really hard, but, like, imagine that. Imagine streaming when, like, your lights on. Imagine that. Like, you should do my... This is satire, by the way. I hope you understand that. I work a 9 to 5, okay? And I'm stressed. I'm stressed. This was the best purchase I ever made, I think. The heat is way too much. And our houses are just not prepared for this. Like, this is just like brick. But like, bad brick. Like, insulated brick. Insulated brick. And why would we do this to ourselves? This is why we need to this is why we need to rebuild the ozone layer. Fuck building a wall in the United States. We need to build an ozone layer. I beg. Fuck building that racist ass wall. Or whatever he wants to do around the... He wants to create like a whole ass thing around America. How would planes even fly out of the United States? I don't know. Fuck building that racist ass wall. Let's fucking build an ozone layer. I swear to God, I am tired of this shit. Our houses are built to hold in the heat, not keep the heat out. Dude, I have one fan here and another fan here, and it's just not enough. My water is coming out warm. It's insane. My cold water is literally coming out warm. Why is the wait time so long?
In my world, there are no secrets.
I'm not getting out of silver today, Chad. In silver we stay.
Did I scare you? Systems hacked.
I have a bug. Me too. The fuck was that noise?
¿Te sientes mal? Washed away. Hack complete. Tengo que ir.
I imagine how the poor animals are feeling like right now. Like, they must be struggling through it. I don't like either of these maps.
Why not?
It's so bad. I hate Watch Point. Monastery is just... The first bit is so hard. Are you kidding me? That's a joke.
Choose heroes to ban.
Who? Definitely Freya. Sombra. No, Tracer. Tracer's really fucking annoying in this map. Freya. I hate when our tanks don't choose. It's always a fucking... Why is it always the tanks? Why is it always the tanks, man? What? Weird ass bans. We should have banned Sombra. What is this range? What is... Cappuccino. Ballerina cappuccino. Me. Okay, I am such a complainer. Guys, we're all good vibes and then I'm just complaining. I'm like, we're all such good vibes. And then the streamer's just like, but this and this and this and this. And this and this and this. I'm just crashing out, y'all. I'm just crashing out, I swear.
Our minds are shackled. Submission is the key.
This should be fun.
Are you singing the piano?
Have you? The air.
Alright, chill out. I can hear you. I can hear you from the door. You don't have the moi? Don't talk to me. Until you have the moi, don't lift.
World is a perfect
No.
I will not save you this entire game because of that.
Wow! Report Life Weaver he's throwing. What the fuck? If we lose this game, I swear to God, I'm going to lose my mind.
Choices to a minimum. Let shadow consume you.
Flashpoint unlocks in 10 seconds. Flashpoint unlocked.
Well, I can't get to you, can I?
I'm with you. Receive my aid.
Mama, silver rank behind you. Oh my God, this is why we should have banned Symmetra. No, Symmetra. Symmetra is so good on this map. Who voted this ass map? Who voted this fucking shit ass map? In low elo as well. Do people hate themselves?
Cappuccino.
Cappuccino ballerina. Me.
Flashpoint tower center.
Me. È il mogro di cappuccino assassino. Okay, why are you guys still there when it's spawn? Oh, this... Oh, take me out of this fucking lobby. She's putting, like, craters around, man.
10 seconds.
No, I did not mean to do that. Thank you.
I cannot heal to the shield.
I see a hostile. Take caution.
Let's give them one. Life protects fire.
Oh, what an ult. No.
Rise, ancient flame.
Tree is fallen. Take care.
We have to win this shit, I don't care.
Your pain will be endless. Did you?
Help Sombra. Oh my God, I had to reload.
No one. You cannot escape me.
They're chat. They're. Malga. I see it. Not now, but I do. Chad, don't forget to hydrate and eat something. God knows I need. I need to order groceries, man. I need to stop saying man. It's annoying. I get like vocal habit, like not vocal, and vocal as well. Habits of saying like slay and then man and then dude, and I hate it. I don't want to speak like this. I want to speak like slay, but I don't want to speak like man. Hate that. Cappuccino ballerina. This map is going to be a bit.
Like this point.
Yeah, me neither. It's really good for Symmetra, so we need to be careful. Oh, she swapped. Never mind.
Progress is seldom won with ease. Eyes will join me.
Let's not peek. Oh, I hate low lobbies, man.
The warmth of firelight.
Your pain will be endless.
Take me out of this prison. That's fine. This is not our point. It's just not our point. I don't think the tank can.
Lost. Next, flashpoint. Come to me.
Be cautious.
She went ahead. Can smell her. Yep.
Pain is inevitable.
Bitch.
God, I hate this map.
Flashpoint unlocks in 10 seconds.
Take caution. Enhancing your vitals.
Flashpoint unlocked.
Fragile thing. Over there.
Hey, thanks.
Cage fight. Ready for the punch.
I've been doing such short streams. Also, the last one wasn't my fault, really. But, feel bad. I like long streams. Long streams are fun.
Appreciate it.
Here I come. We got him where we want him. A salve for all the nails. Fired up like enhancing your vitals.
No, why would you do that? Why would you do that? He trusts me too much, man. I'm gonna die but to the Baptiste. GG's. No? No? GG's. GG's, chat. Very nice, very good. Cappuccino, ballerina, cappuccino. Ballerina, cappuccino. Me. El moglu di cappuccino assassino. Credit where credit's due. The tank was annoying me a little bit, but that's okay. Still a good tank. Still a very good tank. I need one more game! Thank you, Zoe! Thank you, chat! I need one more game. Ah, please, I don't belong in silver!
Please, please, please.
Please, don't prove it right. Please, 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 don't bring me to tears when I just did my makeup so nice. Heartbreak is one thing, my ego's another. Sorry, that was annoying. Where's Royal Pain that someone very kindly got for me? Got me. Dude. Oh, I'm level 69! Nice. Nice, chat. Nice. Level 69. I'm about to... Oh, no, never mind. I still have one whole fucking thing to go. Never mind. I haven't seen the titles. Retro Gamer, Teacher's Pet. That's a bit insane. I hate that. Especially the skins. Given the skins. Bad Apple. I am a bad apple. Fleeting Beauty. Wow. Noob. I want this. I'm not going on holidays this month. I don't think so, so I can grind for it. Please, 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 don't bring me to tears when I just did my makeup so nice. You have to choose, man. Maybe I should start doing this. I don't know. I feel self-centered enough. I feel self-centered enough that I think someone would start sniping me. I'm joking. No one will do it. In silver, that's insane. In silver gold, that's insane. Why would they do that? I've seen it on Valorant, though. It's actually stupid. It's so stupid. Why would you do that? I am so tired. I don't know what I want to eat for dinner. I'm not sure what I want to eat for dinner.
Pizza.
No, I've had enough, like, fancy foods this week. Noodles, nah. I just hate cooking. That's the thing. I hate cooking so much, Chad. Pizza. I had pizza yesterday and the day before. Because I split it in half. Lee Jang Tower. Are we stupid? Are we stupid? Konde. Konde. You have to be joking me, right?
No. That was very close. If I had picked Oasis, it would have
Select
been
your
Oasis.
hero.
Pizza? Why'd you want me to eat pizza?
Select hero bands.
So hard. Why'd you want me to eat pizza so hard, darling? I could eat you hard, though. Ha. I can say this. She's my friend. Oh my god, this noise is so funny. Farah. Fuck you, man.
Damn.
Can you guys hear that? Because I'm touching the phone with my teeth and it makes a weird noise. Anna. Why are we banning Anna? Okay, banning Anna. Hot take. Banning supports in low elo is so stupid. Hi, Rick T. Did someone say pizza? Yeah, they're trying to convince me to eat pizza again for dinner after stream. How are you doing? Are you staying hydrated, darling? What did you say, Kondu?
Wins games.
What?
It wins games.
No, it's stupid. In low rank, no.
Did I
From plat and above, it starts making sense. But not in low rank. You have how many? You have like 6 supports?
I can dig that. I can dig that. I can dig that.
I'll see this matter resolved.
How could you say no to pizza? Okay, I could never say no to pizza, other than the fact that it's too much because I've had pizza in the last 2 days. I shouldn't have because now it's Friday, but like I was feeling sad and stressed, so I was just like, I'm just going to treat myself to my favorite Tesco pizza. Someone is smurfing, you think? Yeah, it's me. I'm in silver. I'm smurfing. I don't belong in silver. We all know that. I'm smurf. Yeah, I'm a smurf. Chad, I'm a smurfer. Did you know that? How have you been, Recti? How's your week? It's so nice to see you here. Ooh, this is definitely my last game. I'm feeling like my brain just like...
Enemies there. Let's clear 'em out.
That's not the orb I was meant to throw. I don't have any... Ow. I need juice. I need juice. My week's been like... Are those dreamers emoji emotes? Like crazy, crazy good, or like crazy, like not so good? Are you playing Brigitte? Report Conda, he's throwing.
What do you mean I'm throwing?
I'm just playing you, man. I might swap to Mercy. No, they have a Genji, never mind. It's Dreamers! Oh, my wifey. I hope they're well. I missed them. And I'm so happy. If there are any mods in chat, can I get a shout out for Dreamers, please? Have you been keeping yourself occupied though, Recti? Fuck it.
One small step at a time.
But like, we have a soldier, so Mercy could like work.
Over there.
Barrier is nearly spent.
Hyper ring out.
Actuating the barrier. Barrier has been overwhelmed.
I'm reloading.
For the meal.
Let's increase our pace.
Tactical visor activated. Pass into the iris.
I'm reloading. What is the tank doing, man? What is the tank doing, man? What the fuck? Chat, I am cool and collected, I promise. I am cool and collected.
Score 0-1.
Ra-ta-ti-ta-ta-ta.
But there is always room for brilliance at Oasis.
Cause why was our tank just in a corner when I was battling for my fucking life at the last fucking possible second? Tell me why. He's throwing, right?
Tell me why
Ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why. Ain't nothing but a move. No, number 5. I never wanna hear you say. Woo! I want it that way. Chills. Literal chills. We don't lose this game. I want to go back to... I just need one more game. I'm not losing this game. I want to go back to gold. I'm not losing this game. I am not losing this game. I do not care. I'm not losing this game. I'm not losing this game. I'm not losing this game. I might be losing the tank though. I might be losing the tank. Maybe I'm not a good player after all.
Careful, we're outnumbered.
The enemy is taking the objective. Evolution is a painful path to walk.
Tank, don't go in alone.
Storage compute. You will be renewed.
He would be so good going from the side.
Languish of despair. The barrier unsuccessful.
You sold a health pack. Why are we fighting this? Nice. I'm not.
Oh shit.
Ayo, yeah, ayo, ayo. Ayo, Rect, yeah, I think I'm crushing out. Can we go from the side? Please, he would be perfect to go from the side.
For the parched. What is it now? Your pain will be endless. Join with me. Surrender your soul. What?
Ah, shit, these people. I'm dead.
Plotting out the dig site.
What did I say? Totally call me after starting a Valorant match. Totally. I'm just losing my fucking hairs.
You cannot escape me.
Come on, we just need to maintain, and then we need to need the next one. Easy. Easy peasy. Why are we still going? We can keep it. We can keep it. I'm going to die. Probably. Probably. Yep. 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 Oh. Why is our tank feeding?
Justice reigns from above.
That's okay.
Defeat. Play of the game.
Hi. On Twitch regarding my missing Dolce Notific. Can't do anything. Hi, baby. Hello, my love. How are you doing? Hope you're not crushing out as I am.
Tell Jesus that the bitch is back. I was in the 212 on the uptown, and nigga, you know what's up or don't you? Word who made ya? I'm a rude bitch, nigga. What are you made up of?
Enjoy. You solo queuing, Mamacita? No, I've got Kondu. I don't solo queue comp. You crazy? Nah. You crazy. How are you? It's raining. Wanna switch? Wanna swap? Wanna swap, mamacita? What have you been... So, how was work, by the way? How was work, my love? Let me have a real talk with you, Chad. How was work? Send the rain and cold here. Yeah, we kind of need it. I am not going to lie. We kind of need it. Would it be really crazy if I rated Poe? You imagine? Sorry?
You would not be crazy.
I would be very crazy. I am not rating Poe. Maybe like in 2 years' time when we get the number. Maybe like when I'm big streamer, you know, I will rate Poe.
I'm gonna get ready for bed now, okay?
Okay, thank you for being here. It's
Thank you
chat,
for
say
the
bye to
games.
Kondu. Good luck at
Bye,
work tomorrow,
chat.
darling.
Thank you. Bye, mother. Good night.
Bye, son. Do it. I am not rating Poe. She's a really huge streamer. I am not doing that. She's really sweet. Kat and Kondu were like, follow her. And then I think I lost a bet because I hadn't followed her on Twitch. And then mind you, her name on Overwatch is Goblin Milkers. Hilarious. What am I, daughter the Milkies? So like, she's like, that's a really funny name we've got there. And I'm like, thanks. Who should we raid, chat? Preferably Overwatch if you have any suggestions. But either way, let's just chill. I think I need to like, because today was a lot. Today was a lot. Kat, are we still watching K-pop Demon Hunters tomorrow? Solo queue. I'm not solo queuing, darling. Also, I was very overwhelmed this morning, not going to lie to you. I wish I could satisfy that wish for you. Maybe if I was like in a good day, I would do that, you know what I'm saying? Maybe in like a really good day, I would do that for you guys. But I am truly like coming down with a migraine because today was so intense, y'all. Today was so intense. I logged into work and then I cried and then I logged off from stress. Corporate body down. Corporate body down. So yeah, just being vulnerable, y'all. It's rough out here. It is rough. Who could we raid, chat? There are a couple choices. Is there any girlies that I could raid? Abracadabra, maugaga. I wish I had plans this weekend other than watching K-pop Demon Hunters. Migraines do suck. Migraines can suck. I think I'm going to get something nice. Wait, guys, would you be down to raid out to potentially Valorant, but it's currently on just chatting? There is someone I really want to raid. Would you guys be down for that? I know you lot like Valorant as well. Because there's someone so I met Hannah. I met Dinzia on TwitchCon. And she is so lovely. Absolutely love Dinzia. And she apparently won a Riot Games contest. She's like opening like a giant Riot Games package. Hearts Dante. Oh my god. Okay, let's go say hi to Dinzia. She's doing like a giant unboxing from Riot Games. This feels like so much fun. It's Maisie. Hi, Maisie, baby. Hi again. Heart. I know you're doing the other heart. They're current like this package is insane. Let's go right out to Dinzia, guys. If I'm probably going to stream tomorrow at like 4 p.m. UK time. I need to talk to Kat because we're going to watch K-pop Demon Hunters, which is it's so exciting. Oh my god, I forgot to do the end. Guys, I love you so much. Zoe, thank you so much for doing mod duties today. I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart, my love. Go follow me on socials. I will be releasing my Dragon Age Inquisition episode, the first episode next week. And YouTube, yes, go follow me on YouTube. It's just, you don't have to watch the content because I know it's like really, thank you, Nathan. I know it's a lot. It's going to be like a really long first episode. But you know, just in case that interests you, the option is there to follow me, and I think I'm going to post it on Tuesday. Either Tuesday or Thursday, because those are really good days to post, I guess. And I am really excited because I'm having such a blast with Dragon Age. I love Dragon Age, y'all. I love Dragon Age, and hopefully one day we get to actually stream like a future new Dragon Age game if they actually come out. And yeah. So you can grab the raid messages. The first one will be the sub and the second one will be the follower. Come and say hi and give some love to Dizia. She is absolutely the best. She's so much fun. Knock knock, milk is delivery, and I love you and leave you. Bye.